Hey everybody, it's Allie Edwards, and I am back again with another look at a spread in my Project Life album for 2024. This year I'm doing a 9x12 album, and this is week number 33, which is a week in August. I've got a few different things going on here. One of the first things that you're going to see is I have a full piece there of graphics transparency that's cut to 9x12, and on top of that I have the phrase "Life Now" in these large vellum letters. Those are from our alphabet scrapbook kit, and we do have some of those still available if you like the look of that. So that's a big sheet that I have as an insert in this particular spread. I actually have two inserts in this spread. The first one, again, is that 9x12 plastic piece that has the "Life Now" stitched on top. And then the second insert that I'm doing is a 2x2 pocket insert. I started this one because I had some tags from shopping. I think I took the girls to Sephora for something that they wanted, and I ended up getting a couple lip glosses or something, very uncool. Uncool and very much my style, though. I'm not a makeup person, so I don't really care about it, but I like lip gloss. So I got a few of those. So I have some packaging from the lip gloss on one side, so kind of doing one side of the 2x2 pockets as some ephemera stuff, so things I have ordered or purchased recently. And then on the back side of this 2x2, you can see right now I'm cutting up a bunch of photos of roses. So these were roses that were in their second bloom in my yard. I'm a huge fan of David Austin roses, and that's where pretty much all of those, I think, are from David Austin. And these English cottage roses, Katie was the one that turned me on to them originally, and I love them partly because they bloom multiple times. So I have a lot of peonies that I grow also, but peonies only bloom once in the late spring, and the beautiful thing about the roses is that you get more than one bloom with them. So that makes me super happy. So I just went around the yard and I took pictures of all of the different ones that were currently blooming at this point in time. I punched them or cropped them in Photoshop to 2x2, and then I'm going to be adding, or I did add them to the pocket there. I think I moved things around a little bit. You'll see that in a minute. I'm pulling some pieces from the August Stories by the Month kit, a few different things here and there, and kind of just grabbing some of the things that were on my desk to add here as embellishments. This is a chipboard piece that has the word "this." I think that's from the August Stories by the Month kit. I'm actually putting that one on the outside of the page protector there. Sometimes I do things inside, sometimes I do things outside. So pulling out the vellum piece, or one of the vellum pieces from the Stories by the Month kit, I cut it in half. That's going to go behind my weekly title card for both week 33 and week 34, which I will share again soon, or I will share soon. So again, let's see, I'm also looking at some of the additional pieces from the August kit there. This is one of the 3x4 vellum pieces. I'm going to use my 2x2. This is a passport punch that you can get on Amazon that punches a 2x2. So I think I end up adding this in here to one side or the other. And then I'm also going to grab another of the vellum cards. This one had a bunch of months on it. So I'm going to punch this out with the one that says August, but I end up punching out two more. I didn't have a ton of ephemera that I wanted to put in there. You can see there's a couple. There's like a Nike one, and there's a super goop or sugar goop or whatever that thing's called on there, a meal bar or meal replacement, that a protein one that we like to eat here. I've got that in there. And then I think I'm going to cut up like a Starbucks, some packaging from Starbucks, and then another piece of packaging that you're going to see in a minute here. So I did a bunch of them at one time, and then at the point that I was actually putting this spread together, then I added in a couple more is essentially what it did. So I didn't really care if they weren't all exactly from the same week. It's just a fun thing to add in. On top of the O in the now, I'm adding the 824 die cut piece that was in the Stories by the Month kit, and I'm just going to add that fun blue checked one to the back there. Again, those vellum pieces are stitched on there. I just ran them through my sewing machine in a straight line. I think I did a little bit of temporary adhesive on them before I ran them through the sewing machine, making sure that it would stay in. But I loved doing that on a big transparent page there. Again, that's graphics plastic that I just punched holes in so that it can fit into the album. Here's the Starbucks, a little bit of the packaging that I'm going to punch using that 2x2 punch. And then the other thing that I had is I ordered from Poketo, which is a company that I order. Actually, that's where I order my my planner from now. I have a big desk planner just for my work stuff. So I ordered that from them for next year. And then I also ordered a wall calendar that they had that was really cute. So I'm just going to slip that guy into the pockets there. Again, fun, I like having the inserts as an opportunity to add a variety of different things. Then the August Stories by the Month kit had a bunch of little die cuts, so I'm going to add some of those onto my photos, add a little bit of journaling on some of them. You might also see I have a sticky note up there on the top that is a yellow sticky note, and it says, not pictured, watching Love Island with Anna. We are still watching Love Island. This is like the Love Island USA. There are so many episodes in this show. It's bananas. So we've been making our way through it and enjoying the ride of that little bit of reality TV. It's actually been a really fun show to watch. And it's always fun to have a show to watch with the kids or the girls or one kid, all those things. All right, then I reached back into my stash. I found a card that says Outside Goodness on it to document a little bit about Anna playing beach volleyball, which is something that she did this summer. She actually has one more little tournament coming up. It was great for her for conditioning during the summer. And just to be able to play with some friends and to be able to play outside too. So just writing a little bit about that. I'm using a Micron pen for my journaling. And I feel like recently I've been doing a lot of just handwritten journaling. It just seems the easiest thing, the thing that I reach for first and foremost. I'm kind of in a season where I just want things to be easy. You guys know what that feels like? I'm like, easy. Okay, that's easy for me. But what might be easy for you is typing. Typing might be simpler and easier for you. So again, you got to choose your own adventure with all of these crafting, memory keeping, scrapbooking, pretty much choose your own adventure in life, right? All right, so also a couple things to note here. I had already obviously printed out all my 4x6 photos and added in a couple 3x4 photos. Here I'm cutting up one of the die cuts because I just wanted the little title there, the black and white, A Story for the Season. That's going to get adhered onto that journal card. I can't remember if that journal card right there was in the August Stories by the Month kit or if that was from a previous kit that I just pulled it. I try to grab from the Stories by the Month kit first. Sometimes it depends on what's on my table too. I knew that I wanted to write a little bit on this one, and this one I'm going to write related to the photo there with Betty, and then I've got one of Anna's friends, one of her good friends, who is now my friend too, and she's just a sweet girl, and so we're sitting there together outside at the volleyball tournament, so documenting a little bit about that. I have another week of Project Life done. So I have week 34 done, which will get me through, I think, the month of August. And then I am starting to work on September. So I've got a little bit behind in the last couple of weeks. I don't really care about being behind. That's not a big deal for me. More just letting you guys know it's, I'm working on it in between the other projects that I'm working on. This week I actually did all the travel designs for our travel collection next year, which will come out next summer. That's what I've been working on work-wise this week. So that has been fun. But it's time to get back in and print more photos for the upcoming weeks too. Again, so I'm using die cuts from the August Stories by the Month kit. I'm going to adhere this one right on there and add a little bit of journaling. I got to go to the movies with the girls. That was cool. I love being in. It's fun to be included. And I think some of you guys have heard me talk about, we're almost to the point here where all of our kids can drive. So we're literally only a few months away from all kids having cars and driving, and there's going to be a big transition again with that. So I'm really savoring like all these car rides with Anna and car rides with Audrey and, all of their activities. And it's just, that's where I'm at, which is amazing that I've been doing this for long enough that, I started scrapbooking before Anna was born. So now she's going to drive, and it's whoosh. That's what I feel like most of the time. All right, so I've got another Little die cut there from the August Stories by the Month kit. And then I'm adding a label sticker on top. This is a gold rimmed label sticker. It goes great with the gold foil that's on the vellum monthly card that I put in the top there. So I get a nice little bit of repetition with that. I think that I'll probably add, yeah, there's another gold one down on the bottom. I was just adding those label stickers onto the photo, and then it gives me an opportunity to write a little bit. Like in this case, I just said, you know, saving seeds for next summer. I grew a bunch of sunflowers this year, and I've never done much seed saving, but I did do some on those this year. So I'm kind of excited to see how those turn out and how they grow in the following year. Still underlining my journaling. I feel like I've been doing that for a few years now, and I have no intention to stop. One of these days I probably will stop, and you guys will be like, why didn't you underline that? And I'll be like, I don't know. I just felt like not doing it this time. All right, so the other thing I have there is, I think I have one more journal card that's down on the bottom next to that beautiful, very large picture of, or very large dahlia picture of the other flowers that are blooming here right now. Oh yeah, I got to put the date on here. So again, I'm using one of those gold rimmed label stickers, which I think are ones that we've offered for December Daily in the past, using my rolling date stamp to get the weekly dates on there, and that's going to get slipped back into that pocket. And then I think I'm coming down and writing filling in a little bit of information on that journal card, which I think is about things that were happening in the yard. So the tomatoes, the dahlias, those kinds of things, which is what's happening, or what was happening. This is what, August 12th to the 18th is the time frame for this particular spread. Still loving this project. Still really happy that I've chosen to do it again this year. Definitely planning on doing it next year. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do 9x12 or maybe even do 12x12, which sounds kind of crazy, but it's I'm loving having a home for my photos. That's really what I'm thinking about a lot, and thinking about printing photos and wanting to have access, you know, to the printed photos. And I love that the pockets are so simple and easy for holding those things and holding a little bit of journaling and giving context to the stories and giving me a little bit of an opportunity for playfulness too. So that's where I'm at. This is a look at week 33. I'll be back soon with a look at week 34, which is just another simple spread. Go fill in some pockets. You got this.